This reading is in its entirety on YouTube, which there's a link in the bio. Sometimes things come together that were never even planned. So Reese was on a live, Matan was on a live, and I was on a live. It's my channel, so. And I have been trying to do this different kind of reading where I do younger self, future self, your blocks. I had some other things. If we were doing a personal reading, there was a pivot, there was the patterns, there was a couple of other things within that. But of course, you're on TikTok, so you can't take that much time. So what we did in this is Matan took one, Reese took another one, and then I took another one. So I think this is a real testament. There's not very many people that can go live and somebody just throw this at them. I threw this at Matan and Reese. Neither one of them expected this. Neither one of them knew we were going to do it, and they tucked and rolled and completely killed it, knocked it out of the park. I knew what was coming. My page, again, right? And so I think when you're watching this, and I say this with humility, I think that we make it look easy. To be quite honest, I think Matan makes it look easy. I was worried about getting outread on my own page, frankly. Reese makes it look easy. For those that don't know, Wicked Witch of Western City's name is Reese. But we did I think we did 4 people that night. It was a very, very long live. It was like a 4-hour live. And the end of it kind of got derailed. The live was so tired. My lazy eye was like, it was so bad. I was so tired. All of that to say, this is a snippet of a longer reading that's available on YouTube. This person shared her life with us, let us sit in her energy in exchange for our giving her a free reading. And so I just wanted you to be aware of what you're about to watch. Shake it up. So Bonnie Linda, since I don't know you and Reese doesn't know, you will go first. I want to do the future self again, though.
No, you have to do something different.
I know, right? I'm afraid, you guys. I'm getting outclassed on my own goddamn page.
You taught me. This is what happens when you teach people well.
Well, I didn't teach Reese, just so everyone knows. All right, I'm gonna do the block. Reese, you do the younger self.
No, you're doing younger self. I'm doing the block, and Reese is doing the future. No, wait. Yeah,
I'm doing younger self.
Yep.
Okay, clarify the future for me. What are we looking at in the future when I'm scrying?
Okay, so when we just did Hey May, I pretty much just started writing shit down, and it ended up her grandma bringing stuff to her. So really, it's kind of just whatever you get. I don't really have any rules. We're just playing. Yeah, we're just playing.
Universal Google here. Let's see how this goes. Wait, am I going first?
Yeah.
I'm going first.
Tractor Pete's hitting on you, by the way. Okay,
I'm hitting back on Tractor Pete, so that's so fun by me.
Okay, Bonnie Linda, younger self. Bonnie Linda, younger self. Actually, Bonnie Linda, I feel like okay, so I do get some dysfunction. I think that's pretty normal in this realm, in this niche, if you will. But interestingly enough, I get you laughing your way out of it. I get you like basically still surviving and still kind of being like, oh, was that meant to hurt my feelings? I actually get you being a little bit clueless like I was as a kid. Would you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. And so because you're a little bit clueless, some of the things that were meant to hurt you never actually took root in your body. Now, I also get that you had a chip on your shoulder, definitely from 20 to 30 years old. Would you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. And then but it almost confused you. Like, I feel like you're almost confused by your own chip on your own shoulder. Does that make sense to you? Like, you're like,
Definitely.
why do I even feel this way? Like, I'm not sure why I feel this way. And so it's hard to work through that energy because you were like, no, I had a decent childhood. But did you? So if I go back to your childhood, you actually, I feel like you remember it fondly, but I feel like there's some fucked up shit in it. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Interesting. I feel very much like you, ma'am, by the way. Just because I absolutely didn't get half of the shit that they were trying to fucking give to me. I was like, oh, was that a joke or was that like a put down or I don't know if you know this, but you feel incredibly autistic to me. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Ah, okay. And then I'm really frustrated if I'm sitting in your couch, in your living room, on your couch. I'm looking around. God, you feel we might be twins. You're looking around and you're just pissed off at the things you haven't accomplished.
Exactly.
And it's so fucking exhausting. It's so fucking tiring. You also have a little bit of body dysmorphia, yes?
Yes.
Okay, younger self, younger self. What is all right? Now, well, number one, your younger self is like, fuck, we got through it. Like, I don't feel like you're caught up on your younger self. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you're like, ah, I'm alive. I feel very much like you're kind of like me. Like, yeah, we got through it. Did some things hit hard? Yeah. And then I worked through it and then I kept going. Ah, you have a middle space. They hit you harder. I'm at 32 years old. Do you understand? 32, give or take. There was some shit that went down when you were 32, and that's what fucking knocked you on
Yes.
your knees.
Exactly.
Fucking knocked you down.
Yes.
Oh, all right. Don't tell me. All right. So technically that's still younger self. So I was thinking 6 or 8 years old, but you're like, nah, let's go clear up to 32. I want you to burn it down. I want you to build a little effigy and put little notes in there of whatever the fuck went down. And then I want you to burn it to the ground. You
Okay.
might even be naked around a bonfire. I don't care.
Now you're taking a leaf out of my people's books.
Yeah. I want you to write it down and I want you to burn it. You've almost cleared all of it out. You've done a shit ton of work. You also still have that kind of, I lived, right? But there's a few little things in there that every now and then, especially at night when you dream, did you wake up and hit someone? I feel like
Yes.
you woke. Do you have a memory of that? Like,
Yes.
right in the face. So every now and then it still annoys you. It annoys your spirit, right? It annoys your
Yes.
your energy. And so those are the things you'll write down. Stick them. Earlier we were talking to someone and I gave her a pickle jar and I gave her a fuck you jar and a thank you jar, right? Because not everything was bad. Everybody's like, oh my God, my childhood was horrible. But you're like me. I learned to ride a dirt bike. I had a horse. There was animal. You know what I mean? So that's a thank you
Yes.
jar. Then the fuck you jar is the stepdad. You know what I mean? Like that kind of vibe. So yeah. So that's what I get, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're right on point.
Love that. I never get tired of hearing that. All right, Reese, what you got?
I'm next.
Mine's weird and interesting. You know how I just need to comment on this. You know how before you were like, I feel like I'm scared on my own live. I keep having that thought every single time. I'm like, what's happening? What's coming through? Anyways, the message for you, my love, is because I just have to roll with it every time and just see, because it's always like, what is this about? I got this. Oh, 2 seconds. There's a tram going past. One moment. Sorry.
Okay, while he's doing that, I'm gonna go because I'm actually next. They just forgot that.
Oh.
Ms. Bonnie, I'm the block. He's the future.
Fuck.
I keep it
Pay
together.
attention, Matan.
I was ready to go, and then I got fisted down here. All right. First of all, one thing: Ms. Bonnie is an incredible tea reader.
Oh, how cool!
Like generational.
I want.
big deal.
I want a tea reading, Bonnie.
That's what I've told her. I think that's part of the block. The block is not block as in a bad block, as in you need to start doing things in order to whatever. So one, I want you to do one tea leaf reading a week. That's the first one. The next thing that you're doing, and we're working on this, and I'm telling you, as someone who knows you, you are completely different from night to day since we've worked. It's only been 4 weeks in the 8 week process, but you are really, the next step is really finding your own voice without feeling guilty.
Yes.
And not, and saying, and sometimes learning to say no is a complete sentence.
That's true.
My second thing is the block is get out of your own way. Stop letting your mental entrapment be the reason why you don't walk out of the door today. Don't do that.
Okay.
I want you to also do one thing, kind of like going back to what Mariana said about the pickle jar and the good jar, the whatever. I loved that explanation. Write one thing that you did well per day and put it in one of the jars.
Okay.
We just talked about that earlier. Where is that? Hold on.
You
Let me find
did.
it.
You wrote it down too. I
Hold on.
think that part of your block is you don't give yourself enough credit. And I can tell you just from that, but also you don't give yourself enough credit when you do your mentorship with me and Stacy. You don't realize the amazing things you've brought through for the sitters. She was reading full 35 minutes to a 40-minute read week 3. And it was
I'm telling
incredible.
people, everyone can do this.
And I think that, Bonnie, that's the block, is you have to give yourself credit without feeling guilty.
Okay.
So part of writing one thing that you do well per day, it will help you get through that block.
Okay.
All right,
Or
so
it's
here's
2
what he's
seconds.
talking about. We put it on a little 3x5 card. You are going to ask your brain, and this is not mine, I got this from someone else. Show me proof that the universe is helping me. Every day, write down 10 pieces of proof of small things of how the universe has helped you today. It could literally be as small as I had a full tank of gas and I thought it was half empty. Thank you.
The
It
universe
could be,
conspiring in your favor.
yes. Start writing those down, and you'll be surprised. You'll be really. I've been surprised.
What was
Okay.
my area again?
Future self now. Your
Oh, okay,
future.
great. Because I'm the message. I'm so sorry. I got to riff off you, otherwise I'm going to forget half of it.
Yeah.
So literally off the back of what Matan was saying, the thing. This is why I had to ask what area I'm doing again, because the message is so bizarre. They took me back to your childhood, but then they took me forward. They took me backwards to take me forward. Now, why they took me backwards is, I think from a little girl, a very little girl, like I'm talking 6 and under, you knew, like, I'm going to be a seat of attention. I'm going to be a seat of, I want to call it in your latter years, wisdom. But as a child, you wouldn't have seen it as wisdom. It would have been like, why do I feel like I need to be in this seat? And I feel like you've spent a good portion of your life maybe not wording it in that way or realizing that that's what it is, but that's actually what it is. And then you said, Matad, about the team leader. I was like, oh, well, here we go, because you're stepping into your wisdom seat. And that's exactly where you're supposed to be sitting. And that's what don't take this the wrong way. I don't think you're quite in the wisdom seat just yet, but it's like you can see the throne, you're walking up to the throne, you're in the room, you're right there. And when you sit in this seat, I just saw this, it was the weirdest vision. At first I was like, okay, Ursula, because I just saw all these tentacles coming out of wisdom, and it was like all these people feeding off of your wisdom, but it was a very positive and beneficial thing. It was like, and you feeling kind of the reciprocity of don't take this term the wrong way, but the power that can provide you in the sense of, I'm finally in the seat that I know I was always supposed to sit in. That's what's coming for you in the very, very near future. So whatever you've been doing with Matan by yourself, whatever, keep doing it. Because you've been real, and I think maybe the reason I was supposed to give you that is because you've been doubting your position.
Yes.
So there's your validation from someone, and whoever's in your team, one of your guides is really like, this must be your lifetime guide. Because the way they took me backwards to go forwards, and then there was tentacles, and I was like, what the hell is going on here? It was all bizarro. But then when I saw you sit and I saw like it was so weird to describe. It's kind of like the tentacles lit up as the wisdom was going out of you into these people. But there was like a little girl on one tentacle. There was a man. There was a boy. There was all these different people attached to these tentacles, and it was also giving me the impression of like, why didn't you listen to me before? Or why, like, how come I have, you know, it's like finally getting to sit in that seat and feel the reciprocity of, yes, I'm in my power seat, so to speak.
Okay.
So what that reminds me of is that a lot of times so everyone we've ever met or ever dealt with has taught us a lesson, good, bad, or otherwise, right? And
Right.
so sometimes we don't like those people who taught us the worst lessons, but yet when we're in this space, those are the people that come through for other people. So for example, when universe, spirit, whoever the fuck takes me back to you as a kid, and they legitimately just kind of molded us both together, and I was like, oh, okay, so right. So those same people that tried to put me down and make me feel like a stupid little fucker that I ended up ignoring because I just didn't get it. Oh, okay. You know. So, right? So those are the same people that he's saying are the tentacles.
Okay.
Right? So those are the people in the tentacles that you will refer to when you're reading for other people. So I don't know if Matan's already gone over this or not, but Matan, have you already taught the thing that, for example, if you get a memory, it's because that memory applies to your sitter. Have you already been through that?
No.
No, but you should explain it. I haven't done it yet.
So one of the things that I've taught in the past is that when a memory comes to you, we often think, oh, this is my imagination, but it's really a similar memory that applies to your sitter as well as yourself. So for example, when it showed me and you at the same age, the same little fuckers, and we're sitting there like, because we're clueless, right? You know, I don't want to say the R word, but you can't get to us because we're almost protected by stupidity, but we're not stupid. It doesn't make like we're not stupid, first of all, but we're in this little bubble where your hate didn't get to us.
Right.
Okay.
I also want to say off the back of that, it's sorry, just to elaborate, I was kind of trying to feel out a bit more of my vision of what I was seeing for you. It's almost like people not. It reminds me a bit of a Piscean, because Pisceans, they're incredibly psychic. They are the most psychic of the entire zodiac, right? But they can often get caught up in not being able to get people to see through their eyes. And it's almost like you've been trying to get people to see through your eyes, going, why can't you see what I can see? But now you won't have to do that. They will be coming to you because they're like, I see what you see. Tell me more. I want more. More. There's not going to be that struggle of why can't you see what I can see?
Right.
That's evolution, baby. Good for you.
I love it. I'm a Pisces. What are you, Bonnie?
Sagittarius.
I don't know.
You're a Sag. You're not far off Pisces anyway.
No, she's not. She's not.
Do you know what's really funny about that? In tropical, you're a Sag. Wait. No, it's the other way around. So, that's interesting. That means sidereal, you're more than likely a Scorpio. So that what I'm saying there is your internal, the way you actually are internally, you're a Scorpio, my dear. The way the world views you is as a Sag. So if you take that knowledge and run with it as well, that's going to help you understand that deep feeling. I'm a Scorpio on the outside and a Libran on the inside. So, right. So it's a dichotomy that the difference between those two different types of astrology, by the way, tropical astrology is your Western zodiac. It's the one you open the newspaper and you're in the newspaper, right? Then you've got the way they calculate that is as if the Earth is the center point. the way they calculate sidereal is as if the sun is the center point of the calculation. So it skews it ever so slightly. That's the difference.
Right.
So Scorpio internally, that's why you're so passionate. That's why you're so deep. I'm going to say a bit of a cuss word, but that's why you're so unfuckwithable as well.
Passwords are welcome on this page.
I know, but that's your Scorpio internally. So if you remember that and don't share that with people, that's actually a benefit for you, because not only can you feel deeper, I also think the Sag, that's interesting, living a Sag life but with a Scorpio inside. I think you should go deeper on both of those two zodiac signs to help you understand the dichotomy of the push-pull, the play between the two worlds.
Okay.
And honestly, just kind of enjoy your cluelessness. I live there. I literally live there. Like people that think that they're bothering me, I'm like, "Aw, that's so cute."
That's what I do.
Yeah.
I laugh it off.
Like, well, I mean, I
Like,
gave
the
you at
hell
least
with you.
15. Yeah, I gave you at least 15 minutes of attention. That should have been enough. So I love that. So thank you very much for coming up here and being our
Thank
kitty
y'all
kitty.
so much.
Absolutely.
Okay. See you tomorrow, Matan.
See you tomorrow, love.
All right.
I
All
mean,
right.
yeah.
So are we
I'm
closing
also-
down, or do we want to take one more person?
I can keep going. I'm awake now. This wakes
I'll
me
do
up.
one more and then I'll jump off.
Okay. So is there anyone else who wants to get in the hot seat?